Hello, Bella. What are you up to there?
Hi, Roger. I'm here today to show you a really lovely fall, one of my fall favorites, and something very warming, nourishing, and this is going to be a pumpkin porridge today.
Okay, interesting. What are the ingredients?
Yes, so I'm going to start by making a juk. I love making juk this time of the season. It's just you can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. This is going to be something that's a little bit sweeter and maybe more of like a treat. So yeah, I start off by just making the juk, which I can walk you through. I already have it here ready.
Sure. So the word "jork" is a Chinese word, and some folks might know it as congee, which is the Portuguese word.
Mhm.
And this is a traditional porridge for billions of people around the planet every morning. And it's something that we train our academy students in very, very well because it's like the number one convalescing food. And it's just so incredibly digestible. And a lot of modern people have phobias around grains, and rightly so, because they've lost the wisdom about how to prepare grains. Traditional people did soak them, they sprouted them, they fermented them. And this is
Mhm.
what we train our academy students in very, very well. Because it's a whole food category that a lot of trendy diets leave out, which is shameful in a way, because this is a great energy source and B vitamins, etc. And so they're a little bit worried sometimes about the phytic acid. Now,
Mhm.
that's particularly in the brand. And by these methodologies of soaking and sprouting and fermenting, you deal with that. And the body is used to getting a little bit of phytic acid anyway. It's
Yeah.
because when we were hunters and gatherers, we're out in nature, and nature is full of food is full of phytic acid, some more than others, you know.
Yeah.
So this is a great way of making something very, very digestible with that power of the complex carbohydrates. Now, the interesting thing here is that you're using like a white rice, so the bran is taking off, so it's a lot more easier to cook. You didn't need to soak this overnight. Often when you're using whole grains, you want to soak them overnight. You can
Yeah.
use different portions too, you know, a bit of brown rice, bit of white rice, a bit of millet,
Yeah.
bit of buckwheat. And sometimes it's really good to get a rice cooker, a programmable rice cooker, where you can just put everything in the night before and program it to start cooking at 3 o'clock, and it's all ready at 7 o'clock. And we love actually getting those minerally rich stocks involved with this. So
Mhm.
you're probably going to be using a bit of kombu in your preparation with this.
I did,
So
yes.
anyway, this is like a great autumn. You know, when the yin chi starts to come in, the height of the summer is now over. We've gone through the earth phase, the late summer, and now the yin energy of the autumn and winter, where energy is now going into the center. We need these foods that are fortifying to the core energy and that are warming, but
Mhm.
also kind of harmonizing. So this idea of a puree, you know, pumpkin, sweet, warm, you know, with this good sort of power of grain. So let's hear a little bit more about it, Bella. So far we've got some basmati rice
Mhm.
and a bit of salt, I take it.
Yes. Mhm.
And what else have you got?
Yes, so that's just my normal juk that I make. And my ratio for me personally, like you said, you can make it all different kinds of ways. Like if you want it really thick or thin, this is a fourth a cup of rice for 2 cups of liquid. Again, too, you can also like do bone broth today. I use a piece of kombu in here.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it out and like put it in a salad
yeah.
and eat
And
it later.
kombu is just so important. It's
Yeah,
important to sneak and see vegetables left, right, and center because full of minerals, and they
really, yeah.
collate toxins and heavy metals out of the body.
Hmm.
And they're good for the water element, the kidneys and bladder and reproductive organs. You know?
Yeah.
And help to build up the yin jing of the body. Uh, so carry on. This is
Yes.
good. You've got the kombu in there. Good. Good on you.
Love my kombu. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. What now? I'm just gonna be placing it here in a bowl, and I'm just gonna mix everything else here. And this is fun because it kind of gives you like a creative way to like make your juk however you want. Um, so today we're gonna be doing a little bit of pumpkin puree.
Mm-hmm.
I have that ready to go here.
Okay.
And for a little bit of creaminess, we're going to be putting in some coconut milk.
Okay, so just tell us about your pumpkin puree. You made that naturally? You got a pumpkin and just cooked it, or did you buy it, or what did you do?
I just got organic pumpkin puree, and that's the only ingredient. I did not make it myself, but I would be amazing if I had time. I totally would.
Yeah, well, we're modern people. There's room for these, little. We're not into the convenience of convenience, but those little strategies to make life smooth and easy, and you don't want to be spending hours in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So there's room to move always in natural food cooking.
Absolutely. Yes. And then we're going to be doing a little coconut milk. Again, this is just one ingredient, coconut milk.
Right, so you're getting some extra fats in there, and also
Yeah.
the smoothness of the taste. I love the taste of the coconut. I
It's so
sometimes
good.
use serrated, desiccated and serrated coconut,
Mhm.
just for the flavor in the porridge,
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
plus you're getting all the extra fats from that, and helps to balance out the blood sugar.
And also it's just really helps like taking in all the nutrients of like the fat with the grain mixed together, it's like a perfect combo.
Yeah.
I have a half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. So this is going to be nutmeg, all cloves, a little ginger. And so I'm going to put that in here. It has some cinnamon,
Well,
but I love cinnamon, so I'm putting more.
Well, that's the secret sauce there, because a lot of people find porridges, and when they just make them like rolled oats and nothing else, it's actually quite heavy and quite hard to digest to an extent. And it's a little what we call damp forming. So when you put these warming yang herbs and spices in there, it helps to sort of break it up. It gets that digestive fire working. And those herbs and spices are actually damp relievers of the body. So any heaviness, congestion, phlegm, excess weight, we love using those yang active warming spices because they move the fluids, they drain the damp from the body. So it's the perfect combination also to make those that grain energy digestible.
Yeah, I love, and it
And
also
tasty.
such a
And
great
tasty. Otherwise it's going to be bland.
Exactly. Yeah, it just
And
really adds so much flavor.
who likes bland food? Nobody.
Nobody. As you said too, I'm doing a little bit of salt, just an eighth of a teaspoon of salt. And I do it now, and then I just mix it all together. So, and then I'm gonna be putting some stuff on the top of it as well. But yeah, this is, I can smell all the spices right now. It smells so good with the fat too. It's just so yummy.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all you need to do. It's really simple and easy. And I like to make things like really easy for people to like know they can literally make this within 20 minutes as long as you have all the ingredients. Let me get a bowl really quick to put this inside. All right. So now we're just going to be placing this into a bowl, and then I do want to add a little bit of sweetness on top. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of Manuka honey.
Oh, nice. Is that from New Zealand, is it?
It is, yes. I figured you would know a little bit about it.
Grew up on Manuka honey.
Love it. Yeah, so I'm just going to be drizzling that on top for a little bit of sweetness. Like I said, this is a really warming, like with the spices, the coconut milk, it's a creamy, sweet treat. And so, yeah, you can just drizzle that all over the top. And then I'm also going to just add a little bit of Malden sea salt. And that's just for like a little extra sweet saltiness flavor. It's like some sea salt flakes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so just do that. A little sprinkle of salt. And voila. Pumpkin porridge.
Beautiful. Pumpkin porridge. Beautiful. Well, there's lots of variations on the theme. Obviously, you can soak some rolled oats overnight. You could do the juk, the classic way. And, what I like to do with my porridge is have a little side bowl of some superfoods with it. Like I soak some chia,
Mhm.
seeds and some goji berries
I was
together.
just gonna say, yeah, I have some goji berries too that I was thinking that would be like so good on top of this.
Well, I often just add that in.
Mhm.
And then I like to put a nice big scoop of butter.
Yes.
Hopefully you can get some raw organic butter made from, raw milk with all
Yeah.
the enzymes. And that's where you're going to get, your fat soluble.
Mhm.
One of the reasons why we have so much degenerative disease and cancer and osteoporosis and all sorts of problems is we're not getting enough of those fat soluble A, D, E, etc. And you can, you need to get it sort of in a bioavailable way. Not so much from supplements. They just most of the time they don't work in that department, right?
Yeah.
And when you put a nice big slab of butter on, it's tasty. That porridge can, it can last you several hours, right?
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
funny
so
because
tasty.
yeah, I love raw butter and I was going to put that on top. I just every time we have a video, I'm always using raw butter. So I thought I would switch it up, but that is something I would absolutely put on here to enjoy because it would just make it so much better.
And that's a real hearty breakfast for now autumn time.
Mhm.
When it's getting cold outside and you need to really have that warming, fortifying, nourishing food. So that's a really great, healthy breakfast. If you have that breakfast for the rest of your life, Bella, I'll see you in 160 years. How does
Oh
that
my
sound?
goodness. I'll see you there.
Good seeing ya.
Thank
Bye
you,
for now.
Roger. Ciao.